here. Well, remember, my dear ladies, welcome to the lesson 7.2. Yesterday, we practiced, and previous lesson, we practiced indirect questions, right? But today, we are going to talk about dilemmas, okay? That's what we are going to talk about today, dilemmas. We have always have had dilemmas in life, right? Maybe like what to do with our life, what to study, where to go, who do we love to, etc., etc. And today, to start this class, as always, we have to speak a lot. Yesterday was more like grammar, and today is more speaking, okay? Obviously, I'm going to explain grammar too, but the idea is to produce more speaking, okay? Here we have some
Okay.
questions, okay? The idea is to watch this clip. The first question is this one. Have you seen this clip before? The other question is, what did you like about it? And any particular lesson. Let me left you, and let's summarize in your own words what's the main topic in the video, okay?
Okay,
So
teacher.
you have to watch
Yes.
the video and pay attention, okay? All right?
Okay. Okay.
Good? Okay, here we go. I'm going to set the video now. So try to watch the video and also try to answer the questions, okay? Here we go. Okay, well, let's go to the first
Um,
question. That was cute. Well, the first question is this one, my dear Lina and my dear Ariana. Ladies, have you seen this clip before?
not for me, teacher. It's my first time watch this video.
Okay, and for
Me
you,
neither.
Lina? Okay, none of you have already watched the video. Okay, what do you like about the video? So let's start with Lina. So, my dear Lina, what did you like about the video?
Um, About the video, I like the little um, performance is very looks
Yes.
so sweet.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's great. Okay, how about you, Ari? What do you like about the video?
I like the video about how they found the love in this the fountain of dream, because
Uh-huh.
is the work for the a little person who works inside to the fountains, and he look boring after he tried to help uh, someone to find the love, but the machine is stopped about the monies, and he feel also excited for this love.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Okay, now, any particular lesson the video left you? Let's start with Ariana this time. Any lesson that this left you?
Yes, it's a lesson for me because I know everyone every time, and also me, spend time to think about the money. But also in the video, when you every time think about money, is not at all in your life. You need thinking and other in other things, because just money, money, money can be boring and also
Mhm.
tiring for us. So if you try to find a anything else make happy to you is better. In this
Uh-huh.
moment, in this video, is the love, but also is belief in things like mysterious, how you
Mm-hmm.
can believe in others. Is like um I don't know what is the name, but no, it's religion. It's like you believe in the
Mm-hmm.
faith.
It's faith. Uh-huh. That's great. Okay, Lina, any particular lesson the video left you? So, my dear Lina. Come on, Lina. Hello, Lina.
Están llamando a nadie.
Teacher, I had a problem.
Uh-huh.
I don't so completely the video, so I cannot tell you what is the lesson.
Okay, I understand. Okay, now we are going to, let's try to summarize in your own words what the main topic of the video. So, Ari, what is the main topic of the video?
The main topic are the main topic are the mountain of the dream, and how you believe in other things apart of the money. How to
Mm-hmm.
how you can found the love with the
Yes.
fountain of the dream.
Okay, that's great. Excellent. Okay, good job, my ladies. Well, we are going to talk about dilemmas, difficult situations. Okay? Well, how are we going to do that? We are going to use the unreal conditional. What is the unreal conditional? You say here, "Ay, but teacher, look at this. All of this looks like difficult," right? But the unreal conditional basically is the second conditional from basic 2. Do you remember that lesson when we asked you, like, hey, what would you do if you won the lottery? Do you remember that class? Yes or no? or kind of?
Yes, teacher, I remember. Yes, yes, of
Okay,
course.
all right. Now, look at this. So basically, the unreal conditional or second conditional, we need to have the if and the past simple, and then the would. That's all. For example, if I had money, I would spend it. If I were a millionaire, I would buy a yacht. Remember that with the verb to be, we have some exceptions that we don't say if I was, no, because it's unreal, like hypothetical. We say if I were, okay? If I were, if he were, if she were, I would. If I had, I would. If I lived, I would. If I had, I would. I would stop if I were. You see? So basically, always in the if, we are going to use the past simple tense and then the would. So look at this. I'm going to show you like an alternative to it, right? The idea is that you are going to watch like an alternative of the second conditional. Let me show you. Look at this. So basically, basically here, look at the situations. All right. So Lina, can you please read this? Only read this.
If you accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot,
Okay.
if the user,
Yes, continue.
if the owner were
Uy, casi no te escuchamos. You sound really far away.
Yes, yes. Me too.
Yes, I cannot listen to you like good. No, I
Can you hear
cannot.
me better?
Better,
No, yes,
much
yes.
better. Yes.
Okay. I am going to repeat again.
Please.
If you accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot, if the owner weren't around, it leave a note with my phone number. And the last one, I wouldn't leave a note if the owner weren't around.
Okay, that's good. Now, look at this. This is the situation, right? What would you do if you accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot? And here we have two options, right? Well, if the owner weren't around, I leave a note with my phone number. Or I wouldn't leave a note if the owner weren't around. So Ari, what would you do in that situation if you accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot?
If I had these two options, if the owner weren't around, I would leave a note with my phone number.
I would. Okay, I would. All right. And if you didn't have that option, let's imagine that you have another options. What would you do?
If I had other option, maybe if the owner weren't around, I would write my phone number and given the staff in the parking
Okay.
and pay them called the owner of the car called me when he look how it happened with her or his car.
Uh-huh. That's great. That's great. Okay. Now, what would you do, Lina, if you accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot?
I run.
I would.
I would run.
So you would run away,
Mentira, es
escape.
una bromita. Run away, okay. I escape. But it's a joke.
Okay.
If I accidentally damage a parked car in a parking lot, I I
I would.
I left a note with my cell phone number to wait for the call of the owner.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that is hypothetical situation, a dilemma, in which we have to use the second conditional, okay? Now, look at this. If you found out your coworker got the job using false credentials, what would you do? I would keep it a secret only if I like my coworker. I would keep it a secret unless my boss asked me directly about it. Okay, what would you do, Lina? So, Lina, what would you do? Come on, Lina.
Wait, teacher. If I found out your coworker, my coworker, um, mm, mm, mm,
Mhm.
I would, um, I would tell to my boss or the supervisor about that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, okay. And how about you, Ariana? What would you do?
If I have two options, I would keep in secret unless my boss asked me related about it.
Okay, so you would be quiet. And if you didn't have the two options, Daddy?
If I don't have this option, if I found a coworker got the job using a false credential, the first I will like ask my boss if he knows about, because sometimes happens suddenly and maybe he know or he or she know. If he didn't know about the false credentials, maybe I would order him. We can't fight this person for the corruption in
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
work.
Okay. And sometimes there are some works in which we have to be really honest. For example, imagine if you were a doctor. If we were doctors, we have to tell the boss immediately, hey, this guy is not a doctor. He or she had fake credentials, right? Okay, let's go
When
with the
I
last one.
say sorry,
Tell
when
me.
I say yes. When I say it, maybe sometimes something happens because I remember when I arrived to the first time to Colombia, I don't have
I didn't
my
have.
credentials.
I,
I didn't have my credentials because I didn't have my ID, my identification
Mm,
document for works legal in Colombia. So I work with
okay.
other credentials for my friends or college, but every time my boss know about, because he
Ah,
told me
okay.
or she told me, please found other because we need work with you.
Uh-huh,
But in this,
okay. But
something
they
happens
were
like,
they
oh
were conscious about it. So,
yeah.
okay. All right. Now, look at this one. If you found some money on the street, I wouldn't try to return it unless it were a large amount, or even if I were really broke, I give the money to the police. So, Lina, what would you do if you found some money on the street?
If I found some money on the street, I would love go to shopping
Okay,
immediately.
yeah, that's great. Okay, okay.
Or another option, I would love, I would go to the police station to leave the wallet there, the money there.
Uh-huh.
If someone, if someone uh, um, asks for the money,
Okay. That's great. Excellent. Okay. Difficult?
no.
No. Now let's put it more difficult. How are we going to put it more difficult? So we have if and would. If and would. If and would. But now let's put it a little bit more difficult. How are we going to do it? We are going to start using unless, only if, and even if. Well, what is unless? What is the definition in Spanish of unless?
A menos.
A menos que. How about only if?
Sí, en su posición.
Only if,
Solo sí.
solo si. And even if,
Incluso sí.
incluso si. Exactly. Now, if I have to replace unless, only if, and even if for one expression in English, what would be that expression? What would that expression be?
What? Can you repeat, teacher, please? I
Yes,
didn't
I want to
hear you.
replace unless, would, unless, only if, and even if for one word. One word that can replace all those three words or three expressions. Is there any word that can be replaced? Or no? I need to know. No idea?
No.
Okay.
If?
Excellent, Lina. Yes, if.
If.
Exactly. Unless, only if, and where is basically the if, but for specific purposes, right? For example, I wouldn't try to return it if it were a large amount. Or I would keep it a secret if my boss asked me directly about it. So what are we doing here? Basically, we are changing if all the time for other expressions for specific purposes, right? El a menos que, solo si o incluso si. Right? For example, teacher, what would you do if you found money in the street? Okay? So I can say, well, I wouldn't take it unless it is not a large amount of money, for example. Or I would keep it only if I don't find the owner. Or even if I don't know who's the owner, I would try to give it back. Okay? You see? So the idea now, my dear ladies, is that you
Yes.
start using the second conditional with unless, only if, and even if. But there is more. Okay, let me know if you have questions there. Do you have questions there?
No.
No? Okay, here we have another one. And it's provided. Provided, right? Okay? Provided means if or only if, it means that some condition has to be met in order for something else to be true. For example, they can listen to music provided they disturb nobody. I can afford to have a holiday provided that I learn $10,000 a day. So, what is provided? How would you translate the provided? Come on. Come on, come on. No. Darlinas, any idea?
Any
What's
idea?
the... No?
No.
No, teacher.
Okay, for example, how would you translate this one? They can listen to music provided they disturb nobody. So, intenten traducir esa oración. Así naturalita, a ver cómo le sale.
¿Producida?
No.
Ellos pueden.
So,
Mm, mm.
A ver, ellos pueden escuchar a música proveniendo,
Siempre
Mm.
que.
proveniendo,
Almost, almost. It's like
siempre que,
Siempre
oh,
que ellos no
siempre y
molesten a nadie.
cuando.
Siempre y cuando. Ok, casi.
Siempre y cuando. Ajá. So we have, they
Mm,
can listen to music provided they is provided. Siempre y cuando no molesten a nadie.
Le voy a decir
Okay?
eso a mi hermano.
All right. So we so we have that one. Unless, even if, provided, and only if. Okay, Leah? Good? Yes, you got it?
yes, siempre y cuando que yo,
Ajá. Exactly. All right? Siempre y cuando. Now,
right.
this is extremely simple. So you just have to replace the if for some of those expressions. And that's all. Just replace it. And that's all. Okay? Hi, I want to sound more polite. I want to be more formal. Well, use unless, even if, provided, only if. And actually, they work exactly the same as in Spanish. So I don't think that maybe you will have some troubles with it. Okay? Well, good job. Now, conditional linkers, something that is extremely useful in conditionals, and is the if so and if not. I want you to read the first example and the second one, and you tell me, okay, right? If you understand the meaning. Okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute to read it, and you will try to give me a definition in Spanish of that. Okay? So 1 minute to read. Talk, tick, talk. Okay? Well, I'm going to start with Ariana. Ariana, what do you think is if so and if not?
Huh? If so,
Ajá.
así que, sin,
Eh,
así que, y si no,
Okay, almost close. Really close. Really, really close. If so is like when we say in Spanish, sí, sí. And if not is when we say sí, no. Right? For example, ¿considerarías mentirle a un buen amigo para evitar que éste salga herido? Sí, sí. ¿Qué tipo de cosas le mentirías acerca de cierto? Si no, if not, okay, you got it? Simple. If not,
can
and
you
if,
repeat it, please?
yes, if not, si no. If so, si sí, okay? Now,
Okay.
how are we going to do it? For example, here, hey, would you say anything if a colleague called you by the wrong name? If so, what would you say? Si sí, ¿qué dirías? ¿Ok? Entonces, mira, ¿dirías algo si un colega te llama por el nombre incorrecto? Si sí, ¿qué le dirías? ¿Ok? All right?
Yes,
Now,
yes,
so,
yes.
Lina. Well, okay, Ariana. If the
Mm.
man next to you on the bus fell asleep on your shoulder, would you wake him up? What is the answer?
Okay. Y if so, how will you wake him up?
Ajá, if so, sí, sí, ¿cómo lo despertarías? All right, excellent. If so,
Okay.
how would you wake him up? Okay, Lina, the next one. Would you remain silent if you disagreed with your boss in a meeting?
Eh, A. If not, what would you say?
Perfect. You got it. Ariana, next one. Would you report it if you saw a friend steal a small item from a store?
D, if not, would you try to find its owner?
No.
No. Sorry, B. If no, would you confront your friend?
Excellent. That's good. Okay. Number 4. Sorry. Number 5, Lina. If people you secretly dislike invited you to a party at their home, would you go?
Mm, a ver.
Hmm.
Mm, em, if, maybe, sí. Ah, no, mentira, B.
Uh-huh.
B o
No,
F.
no.
F. I-
F.
If not, what excuse would you
Would
give?
you give in order not to go? All right. So, Ariana, if a cat always came to your house for food, would you keep it?
Um, now yes. D. If no, would you try to find its owner?
Perfect. You got it. Difficult? Yes or
No,
good?
No,
no.
It's
no,
extremely
super,
simple.
super difficult.
Nah, it's extremely simple, right? It's extremely simple. Okay, now we're going to do a listening exercise in order to practice a little bit about listening. I want you to pay attention to these questions, okay? Basically, here we have these ones. Listen to Aaron and Leanne talking about finding something. Are these statements true, false, or does the person not say? Choose the correct answer. Okay? The first sentence is Adamson wanted to keep the wallet and spend the money. Adamson received a thank you card as a reward. The owner of the book probably didn't care much about it, and Liam will probably return the book. Okay, here we go. You listen and try to.
Unit 11, Values, Lesson A, page 88, Exercise 2, Finders Keepers. Listen to Aaron and Leanne talking about finding something. Are these statements true or false, or does the person not say? Choose the correct answer. 1. Aaron.
I was with my son at the supermarket. He was about 8 years old at the time, and he found a wallet on the floor. Inside it was $100 bill. $100. He picked it up and got all excited. In fact, neither of us could really believe it. He started talking about all the things he would buy. Right away, I told him that we couldn't keep it. He seemed disappointed at first. We started asking people if they had lost anything. After asking around for a while, we hadn't found anyone, and I was beginning to think we'd asked everyone. But then, as we were walking to the front of the store, I noticed a man, actually my son noticed him, pacing back and forth, shaking his head and muttering something. I thought it was probably his wallet, so we asked him, and it was. My son felt better when he saw how relieved the man was about getting his money back. That was our good deed for the day, and the man gave my son $10 as a reward for returning the wallet.
2. Leanne.
I was on a train from Washington, D.C. to New York last month when I found a book lying under my seat. It was just a little book, not an expensive one. It was probably only worth a few dollars. Well, I really wanted to read it. It was pretty interesting, and by the end of the trip I was still reading it, so I decided to keep it. I took it home and finished it. Now, every time I see it on my bookshelf, I wonder if I should have taken it or not. I mean, do you think I should have given it to the train conductor? Who knows? Like I said, it wasn't a very expensive book, so I didn't really feel guilty about taking it.
Okay, you got it? Or repetition? Repetition.
I think, yeah, please,
Yeah,
teacher.
Okay,
please.
okay, here we go. Take notes, take notes.
Unit 11. Values. Lesson A. Page 88. Exercise 2. Finders Keepers. Listen to Aaron and Leanne talking about finding something. Are these statements true or false, or does the person not say? Choose the correct answer. 1. Aaron.
I was with my son at the supermarket. He was about 8 years old at the time, and he found a wallet on the floor. Inside it was a $100 bill. $100. He picked it up and got all excited. In fact, neither of us could really believe it. He started talking about all the things he would buy. Right away, I told him that we couldn't keep it. He seemed disappointed at first. We started asking people if they had lost anything. After asking around for a while, we hadn't found anyone, and I was beginning to think we'd asked everyone. But then, as we were walking to the front of the store, I noticed a man, actually my son noticed him, pacing back and forth, shaking his head and muttering something. I thought it was probably his wallet, so we asked him, and it was. My son felt better when he saw how relieved the man was about getting his money back. That was our good deed for the day, and the man gave my son $10 as a reward for returning the wallet.
2. Leanne.
I was on a train from Washington, D.C. to New York last month when I found a book lying under my seat. It was just a little book, not an expensive one. It was probably only worth a few dollars. Well, I really wanted to read it. It was pretty interesting, and by the end of the trip I was still reading it, so I decided to keep it. I took it home and finished it. Now, every time I see it on my bookshelf, I wonder if I should have taken it or not. I mean, do you think I should have given it to the train conductor? Who knows? Like I said, it wasn't a very expensive book, so I didn't really feel guilty about taking it.
Okay, dear. So, number 1. Aaron's son wanted to keep the wallet and spend the money.
False.
That's great. Number 2. Aaron's son received a thank you card as a reward.
True.
Good. The owner of the book probably didn't care much about it.
True,
Okay.
true, teacher, true.
Leon will probably return the book.
Don't say.
It doesn't say. You got it. Okay, that's a dilemma. We almost are done, okay? So look at this. You got it. Good or kind of?
Good, teacher. Good, 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 good.
Okay. Oof. It's a difficult practice, right? Okay, now we're going to learn how to express wishes and regrets. Okay? Well, basically, the first one is wish. Okay? Wish. I wish and past simple. I wish and past simple, it's when you basically desire something in a hypothetical way, right? For example, I wish I
Yes.
could speak Japanese. Desearía poder hablar japonés. O I wish I were taller. Desearía ser más alto. Yes? Or I wish I could find a new job. Ay, desearía poder encontrar un nuevo trabajo, right? So we need the I wish, right? Then the I and the past simple tense. For example, Lina, how would you say in English, desearía volar?
I wish I could have fly.
I wish I could fly. Es como
I could fly.
desearía,
I
desearía poder volar. But if you say desearía volar, I wish I flew, right?
Oh,
I wish I flew,
the
right?
verb in
Okay?
past participle.
Exactly. In past simple. All
Okay.
right? In past simple, yes. Okay. Ari, how would you say, for example, desearía tener una casa grande?
I wish I would have a big house.
Okay, all right, that's great. I had a big house. For example, Lina, how do you say desearía ir a Londres?
I wish I could.
Ah,
I
desearía
I
ir.
wish I went to
Ajá,
¿dónde? Londres?
ajá,
Londres,
London,
London.
right. I
Yes.
wish I went to
I
London.
went to
Y si
London.
quiere decir, desearía poder ir a Londres.
I
I
wish I can go to Londres,
I
to
can no.
London.
I
No?
can't went
I
to
can.
I
London.
ah
No.
yeah. I wish I could go to London.
Excellent. Past
I
simple. I
I could
could.
go?
Okay.
I
Okay.
wish I could go. Because we are talking about hypothetical. So the past simple keeps in the conjugation of the model, right? Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's good. Now, how about this one? For regrets, we can use the I wish and the past perfect, right? For example, I wish I had studied English when I was at high school. Desearía haber estudiado inglés en el colegio. Oh, I wish I had paid more attention to my teachers. Ay, desearía haber prestado más atención a mis profes. So, in this case, we are regretting. Nos estamos arrepintiendo, right? I wish I had, I wish I hadn't, and the participle, okay? So, you are going to mention one regret in your life. I'm going to mention one, and then you are going to mention one, okay? For example, I wish I had saved more money when I was younger. Okay, now you, Ari. A regret in your life.
A regret in my life. I wish.
Uh-huh.
With I wish. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could be more.
I wish I had. Because we are talking
I
about
wish I had.
regrets. I wish I had or I hadn't, right? Estamos hablando de arrepentimientos. So we have to use
Okay.
had or hadn't, all right?
Okay. So I wish I had carefully life.
Okay, good. Okay, how about you, Lina? A regret.
I wish I had played any sport when I was a child or practice any sport when I was a child.
Can you repeat it? I wish I.
I wish I had played
Excellent.
some sport when I was a child.
Excellent. That's it.
It,
That's great. That's great. That's great. Excellent. Excellent. You got it. Okay, that's good. Yes, God. Okay, that's good. Now, Ari again. Okay? Okay, Ari?
Okay. With regrets or with
Uh-huh.
what?
With
With
regret.
regret?
Other regret.
With regret.
You are going to mention other regret. Okay?
Okay. I wish I could find the t-shirts in the sea.
That is not a regret. That is a wish. Regret with past participle, Lina. Okay? Ari, sorry.
I wish I had.
Ajá. Desearía haber o
I
desearía no haber, right?
okay. I wish I had I wish I have enough time for play kicking ball.
¿Qué querías decir ahí? Y yo te ayudo.
Mm, desearía haber
Desearía.
tenido suficiente tiempo para jugar kicking ball.
Oh, entonces así. I wish I had enough time to play kicking ball, right? Desearía
Okay.
haber tenido. Have. Had.
Have.
Okay?
Okay.
Had, right? Haber tenido. Had. Okay. All right. So that's the way we have to use the regrets. Okay? You got it?
Yes, teacher. Yep.
Okay. Now it's your turn. Right? Look what we are going to do now. So the idea now is that we are going to talk about our wishes and regrets. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk about a dilemma in your life, a dilemma that you had to confront in your life, right? And mix it with a regret. So you're going to use the unreal conditional with the regrets. Okay? Talk about a regret or something with the second conditional. For example, I'm going to do my example. Okay? Well, I remember that when I was younger, I actually I wasn't a teacher. In that moment, I was studying for becoming a chef. And one of the main reasons that I started studying English was because I wanted to travel around the world, working in cruise ships, working as a chef. But then I felt in love of teaching. So I think that maybe I wish I had that chance to travel around the world, like cooking. But if I had the opportunity again to do it, I think that I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because now I have a family and now I think that they are more important than that, right? Okay, now I'm going to give you 3 minutes, no, 5 minutes to think about one regret and one hypothetical wish in your life. Okay? Starting from now. So here we go. Start thinking about your regret. I'm going to set the clock. Here, no, here. 3 minutes. Okay, go ahead. Okay, no more time. So I'm going to start with Lina. Lina, you are going to tell us about you, okay? A regret, a dilemma, okay? So Lina, go ahead.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, dear.
Well, my dilemma is happening right now.
Okay.
No, I am having a lot of problems with my stomach. I
Okay.
suffer from irritable
Colon?
bowel syndrome.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
colon. Huh? So I wish I had eaten better long before and learned to not to stress me a lot and control my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you have to be very patient, right? Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Ari, go ahead,
Yes,
Mike.
teacher, I am here. I hope I will be good sentence.
It's going to
I
be okay.
wish I had a big family from me. I mean, to have more than one baby. But I am working around the world now with my working dreams. And soon I will start in with my other dreams job. So when I fall in love with someone, I could have a big family with him.
Amazing. That's great, guys. You got it. Good job. Okay, my dears, you did a great job. Almost ready for the next level. Well, next week we have the last week, okay,
Yes,
of
very
this
good.
level, of this level. Okay? So, ladies, you have been doing a great job. Congratulations, Lina and Ari. You have been doing an amazing work. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for taking participation and see you next week. Okay?
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you, thank
teacher.
you,
Bye
tutor.
bye.
You are the
Welcome. Have a
best tutor in
beautiful
the life.
night.
Have a beautiful
Goodbye.
Saturday, Ari.
Hey, beautiful
Thank
Saturday,
you.
Ari. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye
See
Thank
bye.
you.
you
Bye
later.
bye.
Bye.
I hope see you the next week. Bye.
Sure.
Bye.